Hello, good evening and welcome to SKTV News. You are watching Primetime English News with Pavini. First, the headlines. MP Bimol Akoijam asserts it is Government of India's political, historical, legal and moral obligation to protect Manipur. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari admits construction works of National Highway 2 and National Highway 37 face delay due to prevailing law and order situation in Manipur. Chief Minister Biren informs exact strength of village volunteers is uncertain but asked to lay down their arms. MLA K. Ranjit Sikh's update on CBI prop for 2 missing students. Chief Minister assures to apprise CBI to expedite prop. Flood affects Sktv'S Agriculture Relief Center. 37 displaced families shifted to safer areas. Manipur Relief Committee advocates job quotas for internally displaced persons in both government and private sectors. An IRB Jawan allegedly shoots himself to death with his service gun in Taubal DC complex. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform SKTV in Manipur that can be watched globally. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Manipur MP Dr. Angomcha Bimol Akoijam says it is political, historical, moral and legal obligation of Government of India to defend Manipur as an entity that existed before the commencement of the Indian Constitution, as stated in Schedule 1 of the very Constitution. Highlighting the restive violence in Manipur, MP Bimol today drew the attention of the Lok Sabha. The MP maintained that communal sectorial divisive forces are trying to disrupt peace process in Jiribam by torching Meitei houses there. Bimol Akoijam added that the instrument of accession signed by Maharaja of Manipur in August 11, 1947 with Indian government contains the obligation of defending Manipur. Center should delineate citizens from non-citizens while also taking action against divisive forces from outside. The MP also urged Centre to ensure the implementation of Article 19 for people in Manipur so that they can move freely within the territory of the nation and also within its own state. MP Bimol Akoijam also urged Centre to protect the properties of displaced persons as images and videos of destruction of houses and entire villages continue to surface on various online platforms.
The crisis that Manipur has been experiencing for the last 14 months, peace effort has been made and there was an agreement achieved between two communities in the district of Jiribam on 1st August mediated by the security forces. But unfortunately, which is subverted by communal, divisive and sectarian forces, and they started attacking villages and so on. I think the government of India must take stern action against these communal divisive forces which have created havoc in the state for the last 14 months. I would like to remind the Government of India and this House that the Government of India has a historical, political, moral and legal responsibility to defend Manipur as an entity that existed before the commencement of this Constitution as stated in the Schedule 1 of the Constitution. And in fact, in the instrument of accession signed by the Maharaja, the then Maharaja of the state, on 11 August 1947, the defense of the state was handed over to the Government of India and therefore the Government of India must take stern action against these divisive forces aided by the foreign elements, and we need to take necessary steps to delineate citizens from the non-citizens, because we have foreign elements and illegal immigrants which are creating havoc with these divisive elements within the state. And I appeal to this House as well as the Government of India to make it sure that Article 19 works in the state of Manipur and people have this capacity to move freely on the highways as well as territories within the state of India. It should not be restricted because one belongs to one community or the other. And in the end, I would like to conclude with this remark that the properties of the internally displaced people must be protected. There have been images of houses being blown up and villages being wiped out in order to subvert the peace process, so that once you destroy the villages, you can't go back. This has been happening. I think the Government of India must take immediate actions to ensure that the properties of the displaced people are protected in the state of Manipur.
Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Nitin Gadkari, says the construction works along National Highway No. 2 and National Highway No. 37 face delay due to prevailing law and order situation in Manipur. The minister assures to give quality road once existing problems get resolved. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari was responding to the query raised by Manipur Rajya Sabha MP Leishemba Sana Jauba, who had maintained that the construction work along the two crucial highways of Manipur is being carried out at a very slow pace. In reply, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari maintained that the ministry is facing lots of problems in carrying out work along these highways. Contractors are also facing big losses and government is facing problem for compensation. Therefore, government will need cooperation from state administrations in implementing the contracts. Minister Nitin Gadkari also assured to carry out maintenance work as preventive measures. He added the centre is committed to complete the highway projects in Manipur.
The ongoing construction works along the two national highways, that is National Highway 2, Imphal Dimapur Road, and the National Highway 37, Imphal Jiribam Road, very slow, and the present condition of the two national highways are particularly bad. Sir, what step will be taken up by the ministry to expedite the ongoing construction work and improve the two national highways at the earliest?
Honorable Minister.
Honorable Sir, already works are awarded, but we are facing very crucial law and order problem in your state. The people are not allowing the contractors to work. I have a special meeting with your Honorable Chief Minister and your officers. Sir, we are really facing lot of problems. Some of the cases are there because of law and order situation. There was lot of crucial and very sensitive problem. I will request you personally, with the cooperation of Honorable Member of Parliament from Manipur and the Chief Minister and the State Administration, let us resolve the issue and allow us to work. And before that, we will take preventive measures that how we can maintain the road. But one thing where I need your cooperation, that how we can implement the contract, because contractors are facing big losses and therefore we are facing problem of compensation. So by your cooperation and the cooperation of administration, state administration, we will resolve the issue. Please cooperate us. We want to committed. We are very much committed to complete this project.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has informed the House that village volunteers have been asked to lay down their arms in an aim to end violence and restore peace in Manipur. The Chief Minister made this statement in response to a query from Sugnu AC MLA K. Ranjit, who asked about the number of armed village volunteers in both hill and valley areas post-Manipur violence and the plans to disarm them. The Chief Minister has informed the House that the current unrest should not be viewed as a failure of law and order. He noted that the village volunteer force emerged due to dissatisfaction with the perceived negligence of state and central security forces during the violence. He continued that although the exact number of armed village volunteers has not been counted, confidential information from the Home Department cannot be fully disclosed. Chief Minister N. Biren further emphasized that an appeal has been made to the village volunteers to lay down their arms.
Suddenly state security or central security forces Fajana Nakpi Gidaba Togdok Amani, Chochanpur Gumba, More Gumba, or Imphal the Toiba, Samba Ubudagi, voluntarily Tolopani. Although Huzik Tola even Mayam Sida, I coin a Kanano Karino, Nang Pibra and a Hybada, I could buy and a Harakadab Sunate. Aduga Home Department, matter of policy when a Arunba, Aruba, confidential oiba haidokpa yadabasu lei adugumadu maintain tawraga ina no assessment due to ongoing situation haibani adugo hujiki khulai khadogana plan leite haibnate but khulai singdo surrender tongnaba appeal tawri haibani ekhoi mayam punna santi hanjalakna ba hona minagadabani hona minari hujik athubada manipur da santi hanjalakane habi thajabado ai hamjarisa.
Sugnu MLA K. Ranjit today drew the attention of House in the ongoing Assembly session toward delay in investigation of missing 2 students. Raising the issue during calling attention motion, the opposition MLA questioned the leader of the House why government has failed to recover the remains of the students who were reportedly captured and killed by armed cookies in Jojantek area last year. He asked the government about the progress made by CBI in its investigation. Responding to the query, Chief Minister Nongtombam Biren maintained that CBI has arrested 6 people in this case, and 2 of them have been acquitted after they were found not guilty. The mobile phones of the 2 missing students have been recovered, and CBI is investigating in this case seriously. Chief Minister said government will also urge CBI to expedite the investigation process.
Sanupi Nupagumba, Luang Billing Thoyambi Amusung, Hemaziki, Taudoxiamna, Manipur, the Lady Bapraza, Miami Tamoi Kaiva Habitai. Hydiba cases are Matamyamna Sangzale, Basida Siena Veni Haiba, Mayam Amusu, Hoi Pare, Aduna Angang Anigi, Mihat to the Nioika Kanakana Sienaki, Aduga Karamba Kulai Paiva, Kanglupno, Bono, Hibasinisara, Hoi Mayamna, Kangningsi. Chennai hadna sar CBI na phar ba mioi sing adugi kari recover tawre angang singduna pai khiba mobile singdo recover tawrabra adu moina tongi hariba bike to recover tawrabra atai kari mari leina ba moina chapda yawgiba kari recover tawraba ge habise basi khangningi sa moi ani si sa saru machet amato rasu sarkar sina phanghallaga imung manung da khusin da bagi khudong jabse leira roidra.
State government honabada complication khare lakpa arms militant terrorist kangbu yawbugi chingnaba leibadagi haibadare akoina masigi case CBI da sinaraga tawribane akoi CBI ga su matam puna mukta koi phaunaraga lei moduda chingnaba mobile kari ayamba loina phagale koigi report adubu under investigation CBI gumba magi makha thigalaga leibani na mastai dai yam elaborately khanaba phatabra maram chadabra ne khale case am seriously lowe CBI na su am seriously lowe sar se thagalabani sabchaba mara lebasing punishment pinanaba kanna khoi taksandi hujiki leigedrabdu ki kainom ta warsu fangalaga ahalamanda chanabigi oina sinasi haibasu taksali karingum khardi soidana positively torokani ana ithajabulai.
Chief Minister N. Biren has announced in the Assembly session that the deadline for loan deferment application to the RBI has been extended until September 28. He urged the public to submit their loan implementation of relief measure applications before this deadline, noting that only 30% of the total loan recipients have submitted their applications. On the other hand, Chief Minister highlighted an increase in the annual allowance for Village Defence Force VDF personnel. He stated that the allowance has been raised by 1,000 rupees, with the amount increasing from 9,500 rupees in 2020 to 10,500 rupees. This adjustment also includes an additional 2,000 for ration money, bringing the total allowance for VDF personnel to 12,000 rupees. Chief Minister Biren also addressed a salary increase for Manipur police personnel, announcing that while the state government is working to enhance their salaries, the increase will be limited to 500 due to current state's financial constraints.
RBI की extension of timeline for implementation of relief measures से March की 24 भाव सांगतुम बदु हुए 20 September भाव 24 भाव सांगतुम पिरे मदमा लोनी में याम सी होना या मरु है बता total लोनी दुगी 30% खतने apply तो हुए लोन में से relief measures से तो भी होन अतः यम ता तोरकते है अदुग में लोनी मायाम दुदा RBI ने हंतक पिरे बसांग से काहे हंदना September भाव से की मनुंग से दाइदा लोई न मोइगी application पोतो थाजन बियू हाइदना आई सीमा थमजके अदे अमन सर नहान BDF की पैसा हैंकल ले है बदो मोइसे सही खुदिंग यूजिल पास आमा इंक्रीमेंट का है हुजे कदुना मदुना 22 द इंक्रीमेंट से लाका ना हुजे मोइ 12,000 per month inclusive हंगे सुमाइना मथंग चाहिए दो जो इंक्रीज तोरी अदगी अमना सागी स्टेट की लेबर फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन सिगा ओयर कांदा होल पुलिस द पिर कदमिना PDP द सियन दो पास आमा जी हैंकट कनी है ना दो से बजेट सथरी अपुम्बा पुलिस की होइना हैंकट कदबनी aduna khoi athuba matamda sigi budget ka silwer kana khoi khanar ka mogi hankana batawbani ena admai sengdok segisa thank you.
During the ongoing session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, the Speaker has unanimously passed a budget amounting to 6,570 crore 10,18,000 rupees for 7 departments on the 6th day. The departments include Agricultural Department with demand for grants worth 378 crore 87,83,000 rupees, demand for grants for community and rural development worth 4,110 crore 89,93,000 rupees, demand for grants for power department worth 510 crore 19,29,000 rupees, demand for grants for youth affair and sports department amounting 98 crore 30,78,000 rupees, demand no 30 for planning worth 907 crore 67,02,000 rupees, demand number 42 for State Academy of Training worth 13 crore 52,25,000 rupees, and demand number 47 for minorities and other backward classes and scheduled castes department worth 550 crore 80,08,000 rupees. However, while discussing the bill for 7 departments in the House, opposition MLAs K. Megachandra, T.H. Lokeshwar, K. Ranjit and Surya Kumar Okram raised a cut motion. Displaced persons who are currently taking shelter at Kwakta Sericulture have been affected by flood water that are flowing in from broken banks of Moirang River. Out of the total 199 families who are lodged at this relief camp, rooms allotted to 37 families have been inundated by flood water. Heavy downpour in the past 2-3 days have resulted to swelling of water level at Moirang River. The affected families have been shifted to safer areas for the time being. A medical team headed by Director of Health Services Dr. O. Sanahan B, Bishnupur CMO Dr. L. Rai Chandra along with PRO of Moirang MLA inspected the flood-affected spots. They are reportedly making arrangement to provide necessary relief items to the affected families.
Ngarang ahing ay se katang thenga tumi thabak achin mam lebi pung baro makhai dai tumi matam se nong chuba hogre adwai na makeup tholok pung manga swai bok se nong kan chuna lerame ada hairiba nong chubi fium sidai se katang nungnang mam poe ado tanja sidai khoi gi inmeda mana phone to biraga khoi gi hairibi sing ase game site sida khar lik oi bo hojale sing changsin ba hore na haibi ado si karman to thing si gen khanai tanja sida ai se thok no ready to ngai sida wall collapse tore hai haibo walls karman collapse tor na ga khoi gi hek relief game si kha thomana kan da toren macham chele hairiba toren se ising se ka hena lakna mar thong si makha da phajana chen mangam da ising se khoi wall sida ngasalak pasna around 4 feet muk wangkhana ngasale ising sina sina maram marga wall se collapse taw gebne ado yam ngalingai matam oiba aduga ngasai mi su kya le anda bisna maram markanda khatang khudong cha da ba han bada quick response team se khatang phajawi wat adubu laibok phabadi within minute tara kudmum nung da khoi gi kem gi miam chong thokpiraga khoi mayam se rescue tawre ado makhata na khoi gi district administration dagi yamna prom action lobby rakna khoi gi kem asida thenai ba wa basi bu khatang makhai awab da khatang khang ngamna bi pangam pibi bidang ta district administration su thagat chari ne.
Meanwhile, speaking in this regards, Director of Health Services Dr. O. Sanahanbi expressed sadness over the plights faced by displaced persons. She maintained that the inspection of flood situation was carried out following the advice of Chief Secretary.
isingdi singthoame singdo khotopata hori lainangumba khradi lehoi yam kana singdo hori do lainang du toraga amana thumbiraktraga de khuna final gumba kari gumba hypo gumba toraga fazna clean toraga fazna kanghalaga changhana baina di akhoi haijarame ma cholinge du di dum changa anab si hen ga dawnina do anaba di hujik nadraga su nongni matung da khara anaye khonghamani khangde lok laihoni khangde kari gumba khradi dum lakpi ai adugi damak akhoi hana dagi su akhoi gi are be dalang ta laijari khoi central medical store dagi su extra khara khoi puraga laksai khoi minor relief camp tari masa masa da yengdana pide ko aduna akhoi gi semo bisnupur gi makhada dno haidna district nodal officer relief ki ma ki team du torga yenga particular anaba du ki darkar oi hidak sing du piga da bina khoi mukhoida sinajara me ko semo sahib ga wari saraga dc akhoi gi respected dc keno se bisnupur ga kusam naraga hujiki hariba akaiba wal matek to adum khangthang anyhow torga amona sanga tanabagi damakta akhoi madugi section tharang ma lobby na bahaidna ai request tawjarame.
Meanwhile, during the 0 hours of the ongoing assembly session, Kangabok MLA Surja Kumar Okram drew the attention of the House towards flooding incident at prefabricated house in Kakwa Sericulture. On the other hand, Moirang MLA Thongam Santi informed the House that the flood water in the relief camp receded after officials from relevant department took necessary measures. MLA Santi also informed that district administration is also trying to provide other relief items such as mattresses, pillows and books for students. Meanwhile, during the 0 hours, Wangkem MLA K. Meghachandra also drew the attention of the House towards rising cases of monetary demands, especially to people of Waitau in Taubal district by various groups of individuals.
Waitau area da puba thangba ngamloidaba demand kaya tawrukpagi mayokta lamdamadugi club amadi maira paibi singna protest tawkhre. Sen thum khaiba leiba puba thangba ngamdaba demand mayam singsi lakpasidagi open hoina protest tawrakpasi yengsinbiba yabra tasengna protest tawraba phawbada sarkar asigi leiriba home department na yengsinbibam thokpra haine khanjai sar aduna masi awaba mani masi honorable prime minister gi man ki bata masi awaba si message si pibina naba yahon biba yagadra sar
Moirang River si Tangjing Range lomdagi kairakpane na hai sir maruaina sericulture training center da prefabricated relief camp da adugi da laibane na hai sir yeng bada sir yamna nungaitaba moigi thabak yoraga mayumda phi khara kon araiba khara tawraga mayam de makut mai thangala lakpa uba sir adu prefabricated camp temporary structure sing da leiriba mayam sing se sir khara henna masida government sina pukning sanction biraga amukke henna waraga leiribanina honorable cm lengaksina sanction biraga yam thuna mideng sanction haningi haiduna ngasigi 0 hour sigi tanja lobjabani sir
hujiki sericulture da leiba farm sida leiba inmet ising thumi base third phase block ni masdaida ibung kunthani yumna samga di phubangani leise masigi toren se sahi humdra muk se ngatra batungda april thadagi thangjing singdagi kilometer 35 se Moirang Turen se tengba udar loirabani kaiguma si tengba loiramdragadi Moirang se sahi kudingi 15 days or 45 days de dum isingna tawrga leigadi aduba hoji pung mapal makhai bang bodugda ising he loiraba kangre hoji fire brigade ki mi sangaga yung kuntha du lei phobdo jik sekdokpa hore nungda ora bhungmunungda boi sangba yaragani district magistrate ka tanaraga makhoi thunghiba mopa khumpu hoji pung baro bhui balungda piradi mon humpu pirani yung kunthadu leiba angang kunthadi phuge lairik loidam suat khare madu lek sik do si da yaro haibadagi di sina hoji badu count torga ngasigi numita lek sik do pidana ba adamai do khona jari haibado in me singdu da leiba awa me amdo kok nana ba sarkar amde khoi ngamba me amdo khona jari aduna mi paingai ba pot bakti leite haibado tamjabi.
Relief Committee Manipur today drew the attention of state government to introduce reservation in government and private jobs for internally displaced people, IDPs. In a press meet held at Kobru Hall of Manipur Press Club, Chief Coordinator of the committee, Bon Kurai, informed that a memorandum outlining 8 key points for the IDPs has been submitted to the Chief Minister. The memorandum includes demands for IDPs from Jiribam to have access to CMHT cards at major hospitals for their treatment and for the establishment of a guest house for IDPs. Bon Kurai also appealed to the state government to approve these requests to support the displaced individuals effectively.
Demands to stop the ongoing attack by armed militant and miscreant in the state with immediate effect. Anisuba points to provide equal and fair remuneration to the IDPs languishing in relief camps of valley areas and Jiribam. Relief camps in Sarugi Mompak Piraga, Kangon Pida Banamaraga, Anavazingsi, Masi Atopa rent the toll air. Heck once rent the Tokrakanda remuneration Pivasi, outsider and Peter, Tipos, Sitovinus in a coyas. The Amana Muk, ladies, burn unburn and toll air. Yumsi Chaki burn ziga, Aduga unburn not to destroy those. She Aniki Kanopashapi, Manner of the White. She should Tovino, the little lady Samana, Fazana Manava Ming Yusin, Koyadi Post. Has a Kona Yankon Palm Bopoti, Jum the Sanjaki Hibani. Masi Atumatam, the Masiki Posim, Lokat Pio, Aduga, Hidiva Lokotomatamda, I cozy Kumaina, Sangaga, Kumaina, Legadege, Hibi Potusu, I could the Taziva Pio.
An IRB Jawan allegedly shot himself to death with his own rifle. The incident took place at around 8:40 a.m. today at Taubal DC complex. The deceased IRB Jawan is identified as 52-year-old MD Jafar Ali, son of late Yusuf Ali from Sangay Yumpham, Part 1, Nungfo Bazar Mamang Laikai. He has been on duty as a guard for the strong room in SDO building inside Taubal DC complex. People nearby heard a sound, and when they rushed to the spot, they found the body of MD Jafar Ali. A police team along with forensic science team inspected the body before it was deposited to Jennings morgue for post-mortem. Meitei Alliance has condemned recent actions of 10 Kuki MLAs from Manipur who on August 2, 2024 accused India's Home Minister of orchestrating ethnic cleansing campaign against their communities. The MLAs challenged the Home Ministry's decision to relocate 2 Assam Rifles battalions from Manipur, stating it as a strategic move deemed necessary by military planners for national security. Meitei Alliance has labeled this accusation as defamatory and misleading. According to the alliance, the decision to replace Assam Rifles with CRPF is a standard security measure and not a plot against any community. They argued that the MLA's claims undermine credibility of India's security forces and are aimed at maligning the Home Ministry's intentions. The alliance also expressed disappointment over the breakdown of Kachar agreement between Meitei and Mar communities in Jiribam district, which had been marred by recent arson attacks on Meitei homes. The Meitei Alliance has demanded that the Kuki MLAs focus on action that will foster peace and stability in the region. Federation of Haumi President Sapamcha Jadumani laid the foundation stone for the indigenous pillar representing 25 indigenous communities of Manipur today at Sawombung Kabui Kunjao in Imphal East District. It is maintained that the installation of the indigenous pillar aims to serve as a reminder towards the cause of indigenous communities of Manipur and for the protection from illegal influxes that create demographic imbalances. Meanwhile, Construction Committee Chairman Dr. K. Hira Kabui stated that the construction of the indigenous pillar is expected to be completed within 4 months. He urged the indigenous communities of Manipur to provide all necessary support to ensure the swift completion of the project. Manipur Naga Youth Organization has condemned the false allegations and misinterpretation of MP Alfred Kangam as Arthur's recent parliamentary speech by Meitei Lipun and My Manipur. According to a press release issued by the organization, it affirmed that MP Alfred Kangam as Arthur represents the entire state of Manipur and that Any attempt to twist and misinterpret his words will only serve to hinder peace and unity. The statement also cautioned Meitei Lipund and My Manipur to bear the consequences for any adverse consequences if any harm were to befall the MP. Lamlai Village Volunteer Force has blocked Imphal Ukrul Road, demanding replacement of Jad Regiment with state force. Women folk blocked Sawumbung to Lamlai Road, Yobung, Nungoy, Pungdungbam, Sekta, Tongkong and Karasol today. According to Secretary of Sawumbung Apunba Mayra Paibilu, Ahantem Ito stated that the Central Forces stationed at various locations in Imphal East District, including the hill slopes of Sanasabi and Gwaltabi, have been acting in a biased manner, which has eroded public trust. She informed that the blockade will continue until their demands are met. However, exemptions will be made for students, medical emergencies, media personnel, and essential services.
Hojik sana sabi ngi Gwaltabi mafam station da akoi state force pok changba ngamdabagi phibam da leiba sida akoina central force ki mahut sillaga akoin state force se thambiyo haibagi khongjang ni akoin ngasi changjan jari ba se mamang da su kayara hana akoi state force thambiyo haina kayara hana haijagrabani adubo madugi thajaba do akoi da ngasi bo pibi raktabagi maram oiraga khongjang asi akoi gi changjan jabani mang da kayara hana wari sana ki budi leire adubo ngasi maksu akoi gi DG laktana SP laktana akoi MLA ga punna akoi gi hariba LK BBF siga punna hoji wari sanari haibagi pausu phangjai kwa do makoi gi wari sanari ba asigi tangtaba ayaba amadi yadaba haibena singba wari se hele khai sengdribok de akoi khongjanga se handok khiroi haina nga hoji phamjari bane
Hajena lejari bong phomasi Imphal Ukrul Road ki sawung mapadani phomasi da hojik khoi khongjang changsin lambi ima amana phungdom gi matungina mafam sing asidagi hariba Jat Regiment gi Central Forces sing si lokthok piraga khoi state force oina mohot sinbiu haibagi demand aduni lamdam asida tongan ba thokpa thokdok wathok sing gi manungda ngasi asi Imphal Ukrul Road maru oiba lambi asi thingjinduna kariguma makhalam tagi gari chachok chachin tawba yaroi mahiroi sing school gi amadi atangai fadaba hidak langthak haksel gi natana hariba phomasi gari amta chatpa yaro haidana area sigi pungdomom lamlai somung lairiba khoigi koliba area sigi maira pai bisingna khongjang asi sanction bani imai ben singi maikai digi sangshiliba khongjang asi makhoina taliba demand asi phangdriba fawa makhatana dumak sanction gani habigi wafam adu phungdok pirei iramasi matangda pawdum zariba video journalist Benson amadi singkhai moirangsa Imphal Ukrul Road Sombung Imphal East.
A combined security forces today seized a huge cache of arms and ammunition hidden in bushes in Kakching district. According to police, a joint team of Manipur police and Central Force under the supervision of Kakching SPTH Vikramjit conducted cordon and search operation at Sekmaijin Mamang Lekai areas under Hyanglam police station in Kakching district. During the operation, the team seized one 12-bore single-barrel rifle, one MA3 MK2 AK rifle, 6 numbers of 36 hand grenade, 2 9mm pistol, 2 Baofeng handset, 2 tube launching, 5 tear smoke grenades, 4 anti-riot stump shells, 8 gear tear smoke shells, 5 anti-riot cartridge, 2 helmets, 2 signal grenade, 5 BP vest, 35 live round ammunitions of AK series, 11 empty case of AK series, 8 detonator, 2 live round ammunition of 9mm, 8 12-bore cartridge, 5 number of .38 ammunitions, 10 empty case of 303 and 5 empty cases of SLR. The seized items were handed over to Hyanglam police station for further investigation. With the aim to advance the integration of Thangta as an academic subject across schools in the state, Kanglei Indigenous Martial Arts and Cultural Society (KIMAX) has introduced the subject at Sagolmang Higher Secondary School in Imphal East District. KIMAX said incorporating this subject into the curriculum will provide students with valuable insights into ancestral cultures and preserve traditional knowledge. Joint Action Committee Education's MTS written test completed 2016 to 2018 batch has suspended its planned protest against the government, which was set to begin today. According to JSC, the decision follows a meeting with Chief Minister N. Biren and Education Minister Thaunawjam Bashantakumar last night, during which they were assured that the MTS written test results for the 2016 to 2018 batch will be declared by September 7th.
Honorable CM Amadi Education Minister, Aninga Ipatuna, Hanaminaraba Matunda, Angara strike, Matam Karago and I suspend of Jare, Haiba Hamasana, Urakaba Yanabadi, Laiba, September, and Trade Hog Yamanunda, Education S, Department of City Multitasking Staff, Resiliency, Honorable CM Amadi Education Minister, Animanga, Hazabayaba, Rapadagi, when a Haiba, Angara strike, see, Matam Karago, Yatok Jare Habisima, Yagi Tonga, Lebang Niamda, Angachari.
World Meteor Organization WMO Women's Wing extended essential commodities and financial assistance to 3 relief camps set up at the multi-purpose sports complex in Jiribam district today. Speaking on the sidelines of the distribution, WMO Women's Wing Secretary Ningthaujam Minakumari expressed sadness for the victims of the ongoing conflict. She appealed to the relevant authorities to take appropriate measures to allow the victims to return to their homes.
2024 June gi tang tareta loina mak lakna leibiram basira aduki matik wana leiram bise ubada thamoi degi kapning ba phawraga aduki matik yeng haidaba aduki matik leibham khangdaba ita sinsina tawdunga mana bisina aduki matik wana leiram bise ubada aikoi thamoi thekna nuai taba poksai adugi matunga aikoi sarkar gi maigaida aikoi athuba matamda sarkarna yengsin diba yengai yengbiri yengbiti matakta amuk hena hakchinna yengbiyo haina in appeal tawdari.
Staff and students of Kaishamthong High School staged a protest today at its campus at Kaishamthong Ilangbam Lekai, condemning the excessive monetary demands in educational institutions. Students from classes 9 and 10 also participated in a demonstration. Speaking on the sidelines of the protest, Hindi graduate teacher Het Salam Sanita expressed dismay over the exorbitant monetary demands imposed on educational institutions. She asserted that such demands hindered the academic environment and called on the responsible parties to cease these practices for the sake of future generations.
School di free zone oina ohenbiu aduga aikoina academic section da yaudaba isar ki tawgadaba thabak ithau mayam amagi mathakta tension yamna wangba thabak kaya ama message thajan birakpa dagi kihalakpa cp dadi yate sigi amount se yaudadi yate haibana singba si tawbiganu aikoina angamba hapsabada aikoi ilaibaki isu awabasida mating akoi pangjaraga sulai pangsu pangi aduda aikoina pijaba kharasida penbiraga angambado adu lawbiu aduga yamna akoigi satrasingda adagidi ojasingda yamna aki akhangi mawongda ngangba sakpa tawbasinadi tawhanjaningde tungi yumbiren oigadaba satrasingsibu semjabada yamna chauna aikoi tawjari tawthigani aduna santi laina akoigi school si chalaiba ngamna nabagi damakta hairiba saksan mayamna su cooperation pibi.
Shop owners of retail stores along Thangmaiban Assembly Road have unanimously resolved to close all shops along the road on Thursday, that is on 8th of August, to protest against unbearable extortion and monetary demand imposed by innumerable groups and organizations. The shop owners have also urged government, general public and civil society organizations to bear with any inconveniences caused by its decision to close all shops on Thursday. Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited MHHDC, in collaboration with the Directorate of Handloom and Textile Manipur, organized the 10th National Handloom Day at Pantoibi Arcade, Wangkai. MHHDC Managing Director E. Jitend, National Handloom Development Corporation Branch Manager T.H. Santikumar, and Director of Handlooms and Textiles K. Lamli Kamai among others, attended the event. Speaking at the event, Director K. Lamli Kamai said that National Handloom Day was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015 to promote handloom products. Lamli encouraged weavers to take advantage of the various handloom schemes provided by the government. Lamli also said the event was held in 60 different locations across the country, with the Manipur event being organized at the state level. Lamli Kamai further maintained that despite the diversity of communities in the state, each has its unique handloom products that reflect their distinct culture and traditions.
lamda tungan jagada ngasi Manipur gi oina state level gi oina ngasi panthoi bi arket pangthoi koi state award pi ba amadi award phangraba kambu da koi paisa santhang lupa lakh mari ga lesing nipu pi bagi ngasi asi thop gi thaba amasu ngasi gi numisi da koina pangthoi loina ngasi mela hodokpa aduga tungan jagada cluster gi level da kun da kungang da district level su ngasi punna koi directorate of handloom textile gi makha da koi pham humudra da ngasi si pangthoi hariba tungan pham pangthoi ji kaino jaga makhal da pung kudi mak lakh pagi kudong sabis leite mayam adu kudong sari dokta koina tungan jaga asi pham pak sana masi pham humudra da pangthok pani hariba thorom asi district punu ma da pangthoi aduga ja tunga laga su drama tunga laga su saksu manadraga su handloom habismadi jati kurimak ki pung kurimana sinariba isa gi drama karma si takchariba culture taiba firon asibadi yokhachi haibeki paujel adu ngasi handloom day sida pung pijabani.
Now let's take a look at national and international news. Bangladesh Nobel-winning microfinance pioneer Muhammad Yunus has been named the head of the military-backed interim government after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina amid massive protests. The decision was announced today following a meeting that included military chiefs, organizers of the students' protests that helped drive Hasina from power, prominent business leaders and civil society members. A longtime political opponent of Sheikh Hasina, Yunus is expected to return soon from Paris, where he is advising Olympic organizers. An economist and banker, he was awarded the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize for his work developing microcredit markets. Meanwhile, scores of Hindu temples, business establishments and temples in Bangladesh have been attacked by violent mobs after Sheikh Hasina was ousted as prime minister. While leaders of the movement that toppled the Awami League government have appealed to people not to target the Hindu minority, concerns have been raised about their safety. In a silver lining, several voices have come out in support of Hindus, and some temples are being guarded by Muslims and Hindus together. Hindus account for nearly 8% of Bangladesh's 17 crore population, and a large section of this community has traditionally backed Sheikh Hasina's Awami League. This is due to Sheikh Hasina's strong ties with India and Awami League's posturing as a largely secular force as compared to the opposition that comprises hardline forces. Now we have the sports news for you. In the ongoing Paris Olympics, Manipuri weightlifter and Tokyo Olympic silver medalist Saikom Mirabai will be in the action in the women's 49 kg weightlifting event tonight. The weightlifter has been struggling with fitness this season but will back herself to rise on big stage. The 49 kg category promises to be very competitive contest among lifters including Mirabai Chanu, USA's Jordan De La Cruz, Thailand's Surochana Kambao, Romania's Valentina Cambi, and China's Ho Ji Hu. Mirabai's Chanu's coach Vijay Sharma has maintained that he does not expect an easy contest. However, Mirabai is in great mental space and will do her best. At this stage, past doesn't matter, and he is confident that Mirabai will deliver another medal. Meanwhile, it was heartbreak for wrestler Vinesh Phogat as she was disqualified from Olympics after she was found overweight by 100 grams this morning. She had reached the final in 50 kg freestyle category and had assured a medal for India. But after failing the weight test, she will not be getting any medal. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Vimola Koijam asserts it is Government of India's political, historical, legal and moral obligation to protect Manipur. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari admits construction works of National Highway 2 and National Highway 37 face delay due to prevailing law and order situation in Manipur. Chief Minister Biren informs exact strength of village volunteers is uncertain but asked to lay down their arms. MLA K. Ranjit seeks update on CBI prop for 2 missing students. Chief Minister assures to apprise CBI to expedite prop. Flood affects Sktv'S Sericulture Relief Center. 37 displaced families shifted to safer areas. Manipur Relief Committee advocates job quotas for internally displaced persons in both government and private sectors. And IRB Jawan allegedly shot himself to death with his service gun in Tawal DC complex. That's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website skyic.in to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app. SKTV iOS app is now accessible on Apple App Store. For early access, use the QR code. The download link will also be pinned in all our comment section. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur.